When the drain never dries. LandUnlocked checks for environmental clues. Please like and follow for more. The story starts with something small. A trickle of water from a roadside basin on a clear, cloudless day. No rain, no runoff, just a pipe that never stops dripping. At first glance, it looks harmless. A little moisture on the rocks, a patch of wet rip-rap. But when a drainage system stays wet during drought, that's not nature, that's a signal. The basin sits inside the public right-of-way, part of the drainage network meant to carry rainwater away from the road and toward the lake. Under normal conditions, it should run only when storms push water through. After that, it should dry. But the photos tell a different story. The outfall pipe is flowing in the middle of a dry spell. The rocks below it never dry out. A thin trickle crosses the boundary drainage path like a tiny persistent stream. And a wet trail runs downslope toward the water body at the end of the system. Those patterns don't match stormwater. They match something continuous. In stormwater engineering, that's a major red flag. A system that never dries may be receiving infiltration from a broken line, grey water from household use, or, in worst cases, wastewater from a failing or altered system. That's why documenting it matters. On the day this was photographed, the purpose was simple: record the condition of the basin, the pipe outfall, and the downstream riprap. 7 or 8 photos, nothing more than environmental evidence gathering in a public drainage corridor. No confrontation, no obstruction. Just a homeowner trying to understand why the drainage bed beside their driveway looked like a miniature creek in the middle of a drought. And that's where the bigger lesson comes in. Stormwater systems tell stories. When the rocks stay wet, they're not lying. Continuous flow where there should be none means something upstream is feeding the system. And once that flow crosses property boundaries, it stops being a private matter and becomes a regulatory one, touching public health, environmental protection, and land use law all at once. You don't need a badge or a title to document it. You just need eyes, a camera, and the courage to ask why the drain never dries.